Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, picture this. We're going to take just a totally ordinary room and transform it into a highly automated, intelligent, smart classroom. And the best part? We're doing it using accessible, off-the-shelf hardware. We aren't just talking about abstract concepts today. We are diving into the literal architecture of a space that actually takes its own attendance, manages its own access, and saves energy, all with literally zero human intervention.
So, here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the manual classroom problem. Then, we'll dissect the components of automation, walk through the automation logic flow, highlight the key system benefits, and finally, wrap up with real-world applications. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the manual classroom problem. Because, to really appreciate the solution, we have to look at the pain points of doing things the old-fashioned way.
Think about the sheer contrast between the slow, wasteful old way of doing things and the modern approach. We all know that collective groan when a 10-minute manual roll call starts, right? It's painfully slow, super error-prone, and honestly just a massive drain on time. Plus, energy is constantly wasted. Lights and fans are left blazing in totally vacant rooms just because someone forgot to flip a switch on their way out. Now, flip that to the new way. Imagine a system where entry validation, attendance, and energy are all handled completely automatically. No physical registers, no human intervention, just seamless, smart energy management and instant monitoring. It's a total game changer.
Moving on to section 2, components of automation. Let's look at the embedded hardware heroes actually building this room and making it a reality. The absolute hero of our story here is RFID, or Radio Frequency Identification. This tech uses electromagnetic fields to instantly identify and track tags, like the ones inside a student ID card. And what makes RFID so perfect for this is that it works entirely wirelessly and needs absolutely no line of sight, so a student doesn't have to perfectly line up a barcode or even stop walking, really. They just wave their card near the reader, and the electromagnetic fields do the whole job in a fraction of a second. But once that card is swiped, the data doesn't just sit there. It goes on a really strict 4-step journey. First, we get the input from the RFID reader. That data is immediately zipped over for processing via a central microcontroller. Then, the microcontroller makes a split-second decision by checking a database. Finally, based on that decision, it sends an output to the physical actuators, actually doing things like unlocking a door or flicking on a light.
And handling all of that heavy lifting? That is the ESP32 microcontroller. This little board acts as the central hub of the entire smart classroom. It's rapidly coordinating the RFID inputs, checking the time, hitting the database, and triggering the real-time physical outputs. When it gets a valid scan, it tells a servo motor to unlock the door and clicks a relay to turn on the lights. It is literally the brain of the operation, processing the whole shebang in milliseconds.
Which brings us to section 3, the automation logic. Because having a fast brain is only half the battle. How does it know what to do at different times of the day? So, following a card swipe, the logic splits into what we call a 2-path logic system. It enforces a strict time-based policy. Say a student arrives before 9 a.m. Boom, attendance is accepted automatically. The door unlocks, lights turn on, they're marked present. But if they're late, scanning in after 9 a.m., the system flags them immediately. It pauses that automated entry and actually demands a faculty member's approval using an IR remote. If the teacher approves it, the door opens and attendance is locked. If denied, the system throws up an LCD denial message and triggers a buzzer. It completely removes any guesswork or ambiguity from late arrivals.
But here's the crucial question. How does the system strictly maintain that 9 a.m. cutoff if, say, the power cuts out? That's where the RTC, or real-time clock module, comes in. This module acts as an absolute failsafe. It has its own onboard backup power, so it ensures those time decisions persist, and the ESP32 never, ever loses track of the current time, even during a sudden blackout. I mean, you can't have a time-based security system that suddenly forgets what time it is just because the lights flickered, right? The RTC prevents exactly that.
All right, section 4, key system benefits. When you swap out human error for this kind of rigorous, fail-safe automation, the advantages are just incredibly measurable. First off, this makes the classroom 100% paperless. Seriously, think about the physical waste and the administrative headache of traditional attendance registers. This setup just completely eliminates them, along with all those manual data entry errors that inevitably pop up when you're typing paper records into a computer. And the speed? It is truly fascinating.
Between the RFID reading the card and the ESP32 processing the logic, an individual student's attendance is validated, recorded, and physical access is granted in just under 3 seconds flat. 3 seconds! It clears up doorway bottlenecks instantly, which means more actual teaching time. Furthermore, the benefits hit the infrastructure costs directly. By using occupancy-based relay controls, meaning the lights and fans only power up when a validated ID actually enters the room, the system yields an estimated 30% savings in wasted energy. It just completely solves the problem of forgotten lights draining power in empty rooms. And it's not just local to the room. Because that ESP32 has Wi-Fi built right in, the whole setup is cloud-ready right out of the box. We are talking continuous, 24/7 automated oversight. Administrators can do remote monitoring and seamlessly integrate everything with future IoT analytics dashboards. They can see room usage, attendance metrics, and energy consumption from a single digital interface literally anywhere in the world. Okay, finally, Section 5, Real-World Applications. Because once you really grasp the core logic here, the inputs, the time processing, the outputs, you realize you can scale this exact same architecture way beyond one single classroom. Think about broader educational spaces. You could deploy this across an entire school or college campus, not just for attendance, but for late entry tracking and securing specific lecture halls. Or think about libraries and student hostels. It's perfect for entry logging, tracking real-time occupancy in shared spaces, and then automating the lighting based on exactly how many people are actually in the room. And it totally goes beyond education, too. In the professional world, like corporate offices and industrial smart buildings, it easily manages employee attendance and locks down restricted secure zones. And in highly sensitive environments like research labs or hospitals, this tech provides strict time-stamped entry logs that is often a mandatory legal requirement for maintaining medical or scientific compliance, and the system handles it flawlessly. Now, understanding the theory here is awesome, but actually building it is where the real fun begins. So the next step for mastering this is a hands-on session using a walkthrough simulation. We're going to virtually wire up the ESP32, the RFID scanner, the RTC, and the relays. It gives us the power to write the code, test the hardware interactions, and debug the whole system safely in a digital space before we ever even touch physical hardware. So, we've just seen how simple, affordable hardware can fundamentally change how one room operates. I want to leave you with this final thought. If just an ESP32 and an RFID scanner can completely revolutionize a single classroom's attendance and energy profile, what could an entire campus of interconnected IoT devices achieve? Imagine a fully optimized, totally data-driven campus. It's wild to think about. We'll catch you in the next explainer as we keep unpacking the incredible world of embedded tech.